What's up, guys? Welcome to this week's video. Got a little something fun today going to happen. Going to go on a little adventure. Andrew's gone to the studio, so she's not home. So it's a perfect opportunity to do this. Now, when it comes to old cars in general, I'm a sucker. It's like, you know, some people see stray dogs on the side of the road and they just pick them up and bring them home. I'm the same way with cars and stuff. So somebody offers me a car, it's really hard for me to turn it down, especially anything in the Mopar family. So we are going today, went and looked at the car to see if it was even worth fooling with, and I believe that it is. We're going today to pick up another project. We're gonna have to get it home to see what type of project this is gonna turn into. But recently got a phone call from a friend of mine and said, hey, are you interested in a 4-door Dodge Dart? Now, I know 4 doors are not the most popular things in the world, but it's a Dodge Dart. It is a slant 6 car. The cool thing about it though, is that it is a 3-speed manual on the floor, not a column shift car. It's not automatic, not a column shift standard. It is on the floor. It's got a Hurst shifter on there. So it's kind of crazy. I'm very curious. It is a slant 6. But we're gonna go, this thing has been sitting in this field forever, for as long as he can remember. It's been sitting there, but it's fairly solid. The trunk pan seems to be rusted out, and the lower rear quarters seem to be rusted out. But the rockers, the doors, the fenders, everything else looks super solid. So me and the kids are finna load up and head over there and get this thing. That hot rod.
Oh, wow. Right. Not the cleanest.
Hey, motor ain't locked up. That's a good sign. Dude, I will not be surprised. Fresh gas and a battery and a spark plug if that thing won't fire up.
Who knows?
92.
All right, well, we must be living right, because when I took the trailer back, his grandmother said, I think we have the keys. And I was thinking, man, so we went inside, and his grandpa, who took this in on a trade for some equipment, he did a good job of keeping up with everything, and sure enough, there was a pegboard in his office, and we got the keys, so. Hope no raccoon or nothing jumps out of here.
I know what. Wasp.
It's got a transmission in it.
And a shifter.
And a drive shaft.
They were gonna
I'm assuming the transmission is in this thing.
turn it to stick.
Man, those are in good shape too. Those are better than the ones that was in my Super Bee. They had to change. There's the cover plate. Nice. Trunk pan is gone.
Yeah, I would say it's not.
But you can get trunk pans. We can get trunk pans, so that's not a big issue. June of '70. I've been PB blasting all the door hinges. Just going over some things. Look at that. Look at that. So, got coolant in it. Yeah, she's got oil. And it's not milky, but it's low. All right, guys. Well, my curiosity is getting the better of me. I just want to see if this thing will turn over. I think it will. So I went and robbed Eric's battery out of his FJ. Sorry, Eric. Just to see if it'll turn over. I'm not gonna try to fire it right now. I don't think it would fire up, but just to see if it'll turn over. Alright guys, well I think I've got all my wires where they should be. Let's see what it does. Come on. Hey! It was sitting there running. It was running by itself, just running. It sit there and run for a second. Nice. All right, well guys, here's what we've discovered about the car. It was a factory 3-speed car, but as you saw, there was a 3-speed, this one, in the trunk. This is a 4-speed shifter that is in the car now. So you'll notice also that the drive shaft is here. Well, there's only one reason that, you know, if that trans was bad, that's fine. Put another 3-speed in there, you shouldn't have to change the drive shaft. But the fact that they did, and that box is here, and that is a shifter that's in the car, got me curious to wonder, did they pull the 3-speed out of this thing and put a 4-speed in it? Well, climbed around under the car, got the shifter where it's somewhat working loose, and that's exactly what they've done. You can see the little shifter there, little Hearst guy. So this is a 4-speed car, so that's pretty cool. So the fuel mileage ought to be ridiculous. I had to do a lot of work, not a lot. I filmed it, but it was long and it was boring, so I'll just give you guys a wrap up. So the whole wiring system, the ignition module box was fried. All the wiring going over to it was, I don't know, weird. I have a ton of these boxes from past stuff. This is actually the high performance one, the orange ones. So I put a new box. I had this wiring harness left over from another car that I had years ago that I had converted to electronic ignition. So got this wiring harness, kind of jumped around over here, basically bypassing the original harness. And, you know, it all ties in over here to the coil. Cleaned all that stuff up, and that's, you know, it fired right up. We had spark at that point. So that's kind of the only thing that I've done to it that I had to fix to where now it is sparking and running. But the plug's original, everything else is original.
All right. What we doing? Ooh, don't spill any of that.
Liquid gold there.
It is.
All right, so this is gonna be our final attempt. I know it'll fire. You've already seen that, but I want to see now. I've got me a Powerade bottle, filled it full of fuel, went and got some fuel line, which was crazy expensive, by the way. Got fuel line run off the fuel pump into the bottle of gas. So now I want to see, will it pump up? We got a filter on there, a clear filter. So I want to see if it would just sit there and run. But I don't know if the fuel pump's any good. So we're going to sit here and turn it over a little bit, see if that filter fills up with fuel. if it does, it should sit there and just idle on its own. So we're gonna give this a shot and see what we can get out of it. We don't have the best connections around here. Come on, man.
There's fuel in it. Look at that! Oh God!
Smooth as silk. Don't miss a beat. Seriously. Oh, look at that.
Oh yeah.
That is crazy. What's the sound of it?
Sitting since '92.
Oh yeah, listen to that slant six purr.
That thing.
Smooth as silk.
I did not think it was going to run that well. Not even almost. It's probably running hot.
He works.
Key works. Any of the gauges work?
Alternator's pegging out, but I don't know what trust that. But look, it's like a sewing machine. Like just
It is. It is like a sewing machine. That's unbelievable.
Hey, we got our gas saver right now.
Right here. 6-cylinder. Jeez. Leaking gas like crazy.
Hey, got my new daily. That is hilarious.
That is really funny. So it seriously has been sitting since what? At least, we say at least 92.
The last tag was 92, so that's been what, 30 years. He said it's been in the field as long as he can remember, but his grandmother said she remembers the guy came and traded it for some equipment, and that Mr. Matt drove it out there and parked it and had it for sale, and nobody just was interested in it. It just sat out here. But I wanted to try it while it was running to see if it would go in gear and move.
Fired? You got enough gas?
Let me see if it'll crank back up.
It's we know it ain't got brakes. It's trying. It was trying to.
Well, the tire over here is flat.
The tire is completely flat. You're in the grass. It's
Well, you can hear the clutch.
it fired right up again that second time.
Well, boys, we got a runner.
It ain't a pretty runner.
Ain't pretty. Guys, now here's where you come in. because we have no idea what to do with this thing. I just went and got it because when somebody offers you a free Dodge Dart, you go get the free Dodge Dart. We know it runs. We would probably, if we was gonna daily it like this, I think the motor's okay. Obviously, we need to go through the cooling system. I don't know if the air alternator's charging or not. You know, obviously give it the once over. But those are the original plugs, everything. Should we potentially use this as a Lucy's first car? Where she's gonna learn how to drive a standard anyway. This could be possibly just leave it as is. It needs floors, it needs trunk, y'all know that. Should we put a floor and a trunk in it? I'm not gonna paint this car, no matter what we do with it. So leave it as just a patina. I got some roof racks we can put on it. We can throw the kayaks on it. We can do something like that. Should we just drive it as is, get it running, driving, and just drive it like it is? Should we, option number 2, put a Hemi swap, do a Hemi swap to this with a 5.7. We already have the 4-speed. We can get the small block bell housing. We'll bolt up to a 5.7. Should we 5.7 swap it, maybe even turbo 5.7 swap it, and make the ultimate heartbreaker sleeper car where it looks just like it looks, but is some stupid power coming out of it? Andrew's shaking her head no. I think that would be the funnest thing to do with it. Andrew had mentioned the other day about making a off-road rally car out of it. That just seems like a lot of unnecessary work to do something like that.
Well, how funny would it be if somebody comes around the corner and they see this thing just ripping?
Well, imagine at a red light with some kid in a Mustang who's his girlfriend, and he thinks he's in this thing. You just take him to Gapplebee's for dinner. Like, that would be hilarious. Rust and everything falling out of the back of it.
Oh.
I don't know. We don't know, guys. But it's here, and it obviously runs, so now there's even more pressure that we need to do something with it because it runs.
Gas is too high for us to actually go anywhere.
And gas is too high right now for us to be going and doing, but this is a 1-barrel 6-cylinder with a 4-speed. So I would think that it would get killer gas mileage on the highway. But anyway, here it is, guys. The Dart in all of its glory. Now we don't know what to do with this thing. So comment below if you got any ideas. You may want this thing.
We will sell it to you.
I don't know if we'd even do that. So thank you guys for watching as always, and we'll see you next episode.